Today on the Wild Party podcast, we're taking you on a journey to vibrant and beautiful Costa Rica to meet a visionary entrepreneur who's redefining what it means to travel sustainably and luxuriously. Our guest today is Aya, the owner and founder of Mother Earth Luxury Boutique Hotel, Costa Rica's first 100% plant-based resort. Aya has transformed her family home into a sanctuary that offers guests a truly unique experience, one that blends wellness, plant-based cuisine, and a deep connection with nature. We'll explore the inspiration behind Mother Earth, the challenges of educating guests about plant-based living, and the passion that drives her mission to create a space where people can reconnect with themselves and the environment. Let's get the party started. Welcome to the Wild Party podcast, where we celebrate the visionaries behind vegan, ethical, and sustainable business. In each episode, we'll dive deep into their journeys, uncovering the why behind their mission-driven business. I'm your host, Stephanie Lahart. Tune in with me for passionate discussions about overcoming challenges, innovative marketing strategies, and the power of using business as a force for good. So whether you're an entrepreneur seeking guidance or a conscious consumer wanting to support impactful brands, join us as we explore the stories behind the businesses that are changing the world for the better. Let's get the party started. And today we're speaking with Aya and Aisha from Mother Earth Boutique Vegan Hotel in Costa Rica. I am so excited to talk to you. Like I said, I have been looking personally for vacation spots, and you popped up on my radar through the PETA Business, network, and it's exactly what I'm looking for. So I wanted to make sure my audience also knew about you because you are the first 100% plant-based eco hotel in Costa Rica. Is that correct?
And North, Central, and South America. We opened the first one.
That's amazing. Tell me, what inspired you to pioneer this concept, and how did this journey begin?
Well, this is my family home, and I became vegan 8 years ago due to medical issues. My son is vegan, and he introduced it to me. And of course, the whole family became vegan one at a time. And the concept of donating this home to the vegan cause and the sustainability and educating people on choice. And I personally also do Eastern medicine, homeopathic medicine, natural medicines from the ground. So it just combines together as a wholeness and helping people to live a longer, stronger, better life. And of course, I'm an animal lover. I own every animal in the world. We feed all the cats and the dogs and the horses and so on. So it all just fits. Mother Earth has been a place where people come to find themselves. I found me at Mother Earth, at literally Costa Rica, and it just flows. It was all organically created. Nothing was blueprinted out. It just happened. We bought the property next to us. We bought the other property. And my partner, who became a new vegan at the time, says, why don't we build an Airbnb? And Airbnb was 5 bedrooms to make some money, why we lived here, why we retired here, and so on. Well, the Airbnb 5 B pods turned into a 3-story, 3 foundations boutique hotel, which is 14 rooms, which is very beautiful. It's very unique. It's very different. It's very organic. It's from the ground up, created by visionaries of a family of 5 people, 2 adults and 3 young people like Aisha herself, and who have joined this new mission and letting us grow old gracefully in this new world.
Yeah, and that's such a beautiful way to put it, allowing us to grow gracefully. I feel like, especially in the United States, that is not an option for us. So you are in Costa Rica now, but where did you actually grow up?
New York. I'm from New York originally, so I'm a city girl who came to Costa Rica completely lost, never hugged a tree, never saved plastic, never did anything that was organically. I was a city girl, a corporate woman, blah, blah, blah. And now here I am. I traded my diamonds, pearls for beads, and my beautiful shoes for rubber shoes, because you're climbing the mountains in sneakers. And it's become a different way of life. You don't give up anything. You're just changing yourself to put something, an asset into this life that's better, to better the world. And that's what we're about. Mother Earth is about sustainability, about giving back, about saving lives, starting with the animals, ourselves first, and creating a vision for the world to grow old. Mother Earth is dying, and so are her children. And if we don't help her, she's not going to be here. Simple. So these are just small messages that we're bringing out to the world, starting with yourself. Make a change with you. Be the change that you want to see in the world. It starts with you. So it's all about individualism. You know, if you become a vegan and you share that with your next friend and so on, it's how you illuminate yourself to them, not pointing fingers. Now, there's no judgment, just love. So in the vegan world, what I noticed was we were pointing fingers at each other. It was an adversity instead of a creation. And now being here 2.5 years, I have helped so many people change around to veganism just by being me. Oh my God, how do you do it? Growing more gracefully, being healthier, being happier, you know, just the organic view of life. And they want to know. I have a good friend of mine who's an orthopedic surgeon who actually resigned from that and is now doing his own business, his own life. And he became vegan because he became tired of being abused and sick. And that's how it starts with the generations of ours, 40 and over. They usually go vegan because they're sick. And then they find me, I do Eastern medicine, blah, blah, blah. They want to know a way out. A way out is eating from the ground. You know, the universe has created everything from the ground. We do fish, we do hearts of palm, we do meats, we do oyster mushrooms. There's nothing we can't create. And our menu, by the way, is freaking amazing. You know, I have created a burger. I'm competing with Beyond Burger and Impossible Burger. So yes, in my mind, but 7 years later, guess what? We did it. And we have something that's going to blow people's minds that are not vegan, saying, wow, if I can eat like this, I'll turn vegan. But you can't eat like this. You know, join the cooking class in the future that we're going to be having. So people have to be educated on why they should become vegan. It's become a very dirty word to a lot of non-vegans, and it doesn't have to be that way. We're not here competing with each other. We're here trying to grow up in a world that's very sick. The oceans are sick, the grounds are sick, and we need to help it. And by doing that is becoming a vegan or a vegetarian, first pescatarian, vegetarian, however they want to do it. We're here to guide them to whatever suits them, to educate them into a better world to grow old in, because they won't. And they have a choice. And we have a choice.
Yeah, and I'm glad that you brought all that up, especially that, people have a choice, because you're really offering your guests more than just a place to stay. You're providing a holistic lifestyle experience with everything, with plant-based cuisine, yoga, wellness activities. So how do these elements contribute to your guest overall experience? Because a lot of times people might just call you and say, I just need a hotel, but then they see there's all this other offerings available to them. So what do you feel, how does that really contribute to their overall experience, having all of that, accessible to them?
That's a great question. The first year we opened was March 5th, 2021. And it's heartbreaking. I was excited during the pandemic. We were packed, we were full. And I had a gentleman ask, he went somewhere else to eat, whatever. And I said to him, why would you pay this kind of money to come to Mother Earth and not eat here and try the food? He goes, well, I'm not vegan. I said, then why are you here? Because you're the only hotel left. Double stab me. I know. This is like during the high seasons. I'm like, are you kidding me? So I had to learn the hard way that I was the last option. That's like the last girlfriend that the guy wants. Who wants that? And I was heartbroken. Christmas came around. I went out and I bought all vegan, the bar too. I bought all the Bouvet, all the Dom Perignons to have a big blast for Christmas and New Year's. And not one person stayed in the house. They went downtown to the big party, to the fireworks. I mean, a few people stayed, 10 people. That's nothing. I'm like, my first New Year's, and no one supported it because they weren't vegan. So it took me 3 years. My third year now is 2024. And I'm like, what is going on with these people? It doesn't matter if you're vegan, you're vegetarian. It's one of my posts, by the way, vegan, vegetarians, pescatarians, fruitarians, breatharians, flexitarians, even aliens are welcome to the earth. And I hope that would break the vibe of being so ignorant, because it is ignorance of not educating yourself on what's available, because good food is good food. Good ambience is good ambience. Great service is great service. What does it make a difference if you're Black, you're white, you're Chinese, you're Russian, which I'm all the above now? We're multicolored, we're multicultured. It's so silly how people compete in this world against religions, against cultures, against foods. It's sad. So we're here to re-educate. This is Mother Earth's rebirth this year. And I actually put signs all around the place, Mother Earth's rebirth, because I want people to give Mother Earth a chance, because we are all Mother Earth. We are all part of Mother Earth, and we need help. Simple. So we're reaching out to all our brothers and sisters out there in the world saying, stop it. Stop the madness, Putin and Biden, stop the arguments. No one's bigger than the other one. Just be honest and be real. What do you want to do for you? You want to live, you want to be happy, do you want to be alive and dying, or do you want to live and reach a limit in your life that you're like, wow, this is amazing. I feel clean. I'm doing yoga. I'm working out. I'm walking. I'm eating great foods that taste delicious. What does it matter? A title. I'm so tired of the title vegan that people have really stepped on that V. And I made a saying that the V is the woman. You know what I'm saying? The V is the woman of the ME, which is men. So MEV, if you take the V and upside down, it's an N. So if we take the V away from the Mother Earth, it's just Mother Earth, which is one of our logos, by the way, too. We actually created Mother Earth for another brand that we have for a food truck and kiosks, because we wanted to see what people would do. And guess what? They're reacting to Mother Earth and not to the vegan part. It's so sad. So we did like a test trial. Yes, too much judgment. And it has to stop. We're not a brand vegan. We're not a label. We're a way of life.
Yeah, you're really, I mean, you're definitely pioneering something new, because I do find a lot of times, and myself included, sometimes when we're planning vacation, it's almost as a way of escaping life, as disconnecting. And what I'm really seeing with what you're doing over at Mother Earth is you're teaching people how to actually really connect with the earth, which is so important. So, what impact do you hope that Mother Earth will have on the hospitality industry, both locally and globally? Like, what are you hoping people learn from something like this? Instead of, like I said, disconnecting, you're connecting people to the earth.
I want them to find themselves here. As I found me, ME, at Mother Earth, I hope that people that come to Costa Rica, we are a blue zone area. So people live longer and healthier. The stability, the sustainability, everything that's here is offering the world. So a lot of people are migrating here to Costa Rica because of that. A lot of Americans, a lot of Europeans, a lot of Canadians. It's being infrastructure differently. I walk around, it's no more Tamarindo, it's Tamagringo. And so people are welcome to come here and feel like they are in a foreign country, but they feel like they're a home. That's one of our sayings too, home away from home, because you literally feel like you're in the States without being in the States. It's just a destination. It's just a location. You are you wherever you go. And the whole thing about Mother Earth is showing people how to develop and create themselves on a higher level, spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, medically, to become the higher self that you are supposed to be in this life.
Yeah, absolutely. And sustainability is such a clearly a core value for yours at Mother Earth. So can you walk us through some of maybe the eco-friendly choices that you've made, maybe from linens to furniture to the food to even how you interact with the community?
Yes, it's everything. We went from putting the solar panels. We have irrigation systems to water the plants from the showers and the bathrooms. We have the compost. We try to be no waste, zero to no waste. What was the other question? I got stuck on the questions. We have a system for bugs that people are afraid to be around bugs and get insects. We have a natural
saltwater pool.
Yeah, saltwater pool. I get nervous when I'm on live here. Anyway, a saltwater pool. We have a system that sprays away the bugs with natural herbs. This man is a genius. He went to an Ivy League school from Texas, came here and created this machine to repel the bugs and not kill them. Brilliant. So I have one of the biggest ones here, the hotel, and I hope and pray that all the hotels out there do the same, not only for nature and not killing them, because that's what they do is that, oh my God, there's ants in my room. They kill them. We don't want that. We don't agree to killing animals or, catch them, catch and release, let them go. But, people have called here, oh my God, there's bugs in my room. Aya, what do I do? Give me a minute. We get a box and we put them all in the box and we take them out because this is ridiculous. No, that's the way we live here. That's the way you live, because you're being looked upon. You're being judged in this life. This is a school. You're here to educate yourself, to learn about life. And the more you fail, the more tests you're going to be retaking. So you have a choice. Again, it goes back to choice. So educating people on the reality of what's really true and not. What we see in life is not really the truth. It's what man has created for us to watch. The truth is in yourself, and only you know the truth. You can only depict and dissect through people that you meet along the way what the truth really is. And that's it. You can't run from the truth. So yes, we are sustainable. We are eco-friendly through and through. Even my puppies are vegan. So I do carry it 199.9% all the way. And I try to educate people in a safe way that they can also try it, do it, hopefully it works for them. If it doesn't, you can't create it, you can't make them understand your world. But it is a world that was designed for everyone to do. If an ape can eat leaves and an elephant can eat a peanut, why does a human have to eat another living being? I don't understand it. And
Yeah,
that's
and
some
you know what? I love what you just said, even going so far as to not harm any insects because I'm the same way. I'm always catch and release. I don't kill any insects anymore because I really became aware of like everything, every living organism in this entire world has a place. It was created for a reason. We're all part of this great ecosystem and by destroying, like you said, an ant, what is the greater destruction that happens because of that? Because they have some part in the world, and everything. And I think people are now more aware of just, let's say, like bees, there's a big movement now, like don't kill the bees. But before, I know when I was growing up, it's like, oh my God, a bee's near me, kill it. So I'm glad that we're now having that conversation. Like you said, it's like, we don't have to
yes,
even kill bugs. There's a part for them in the world as well. And then be able to have these other ways to, perhaps make our experience a little bit more pleasant by perhaps not having mosquitoes around us, but without having to kill all of them. So I know that, being part of your local community is really important to you as well. What do you do to support like the environment and culture of Costa Rica through your hotel? Do you have, some partnerships that go on? I know when we spoke earlier, you were talking about actually getting your ingredients and supplies from local growers and local businesses, correct?
yes, yes, yes. We are very much into the community, and we used to do. We're going to be start doing it again because my team has changed, and I'm creating a more female team right now, or more of a Mother Earth heart. And I like doing the beach cleanups. There's a lot of debris everywhere. People be more conscious. I think, like in the States, if you throw garbage out your door or out your window, you get fined $500. They don't do that here. So you walk around $1 million neighborhoods, it doesn't matter. You see debris everywhere, and it's like, wait a minute, someone has to do this. So Aisha and I, because she's very, that's what she's going to come in. She's very savvy on that part. That's why we're a team, like and I need her help and all the young generation because I'm too old, and the young generation to come in and say, I'm going to help you. Let's go do a beach cleanup. Let's go do this. Let's go do that because we have a lot of work to do. And this is the year, the 2024, the year of cleaning up, changing, many challenges, many changes, ascension, growing for everyone. It's a lot. Everyone's going through hard times right now globally. Whether it's $1, $1,000, $1 million, everyone's on the same level. You die tomorrow, you're gone. I had a good friend from the neighbor. He passed away and very young, and I see people dropping left and right. The pandemic took a big hit on people, and if they haven't learned from that, I don't know what else to say. Because I'm doing studies now to see how we can clean out the body with natural medicines and natural herbs. Because right now people are toxic. And I have a cousin of mine who got very sick, and I said to her, "You've been eating meat your whole life, and you can't get away with it. And I can help you. No matter what you're going through right now, come here to Costa Rica, and I will help you. And I know I can help you. There's nothing we can't do or help by changing diet, by changing, giving up things environmental, right? Foods that you're ingesting that's hurting you. We weren't born to drink somebody else's milk. I'm sorry. We weren't born to eat cheese or dairy products because it's not the animal itself, but it's part of the animal. I had to learn that the hard way, you know? And
Yeah.
we all justify things in our minds and we want to make believe that it's true, but it's not. If you're not eating just not even man-made products, store-bought products, if you're not eating from the ground up, you're not living. You got to heal yourself with natural foods, which will be part of the classes that we do later in the road. It's educating people on how to shop, how to buy fruits and vegetables that each one what it gives your body and nutrition what you need. Because going vegan is not just eating rice and potatoes and pasta. No, that's not the way to do it either. You know, so we have to study and research what's good on the earth, what's not, and eliminate the things that are not, and keep the ones that are good and keep growing them.
Yeah.
Like all,
So
all
I know that you've talked a little bit about, what you offer your guests when they come to you. Let's talk about how are you actually attracting we'll call them the eco-conscious travelers to your hotel. And how
well,
have you built a loyal community around your brand? Like how are people finding out about you and how are you reaching out to the kind of people that would enjoy this experience?
Well, when we first opened in 2021, my niece, who built half of this with me, she was very young, very savvy, and she did press releases all around the world. So actually, the first year was our best year because everybody knew about Mother Earth. And she took off and left with her husband for a while, a sabbatical, and I took over the company. I've never done hotels, so on the other side, no one knows we're here. So your answer to your question is we are now reinventing rebirth of Mother Earth. And I found out that we're not actually even on the grid. You know, there's rules and regulations on hotelier and how do people find you. We're very lucky that people found us. So my true vegans out there found us because they looked up Google like you did and they found Mother Earth. But a lot of vegans I met along the way came to the restaurant. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm staying down the street. Every vegan should be here with me, but they didn't know about us. So now we're taking this year and strictly doing marketing. You know, we are partnering up with all the OTAs, all the tour operators. They're not vegan though. So they don't understand. And when they label me saying, well, if we get a vegan couple, we'll send them your way. I'm like, no, 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 no. I take everyone and I do the same thing. Vegetarians, pescatarians, aliens are welcome. Do not just subject them to everybody else because you're not doing them a favor either. Come and try the hotel. Come and stay with me. We've invited all these people to come stay free for a night or two so they can see what this is about. And when they come here, they go, oh my God, it's beautiful. Oh my God, the food. Exactly. And they're not vegan. So we've turned a lot of vegan heads around, non-vegan heads around. So
That's exciting. Yeah, it is. A lot of times as you can get that word of mouth going, it can really be, build that momentum. Like I said, I first became aware of you because I did find you on the PETA Business Network. So
right.
first of all, that's a great marketing tactic in itself, making sure that you're linking up with, those kind of directories. But I can totally understand how you would want to make sure that you weren't just attracting vegans, you were giving people the option to, let's say, have like an alternative I don't want to say alternative lifestyle, but an alternative way of even vacationing or, rejuvenating their lives. And that is something that definitely I can see happening at Mother Earth. So let's just step back just a second here, because I know you said you're from New York and that this was really kind of a passion business that started for you. How were you able in the beginning? Because I know you said you started with one small property and that was a family property, correct?
Yeah, it's my house.
Okay. And then you decided I'm going to turn this into perhaps an Airbnb or somewhere I can rent out. But we all know that that kind of stuff also costs money. So in the
Yeah.
beginning, where were you getting your funding or how were you able to make this leap from this is my personal home to I'm going to turn this into a business?
Well, a lot of debt, a lot of debt, a lot of selling properties, and it was worth the mission. I'm not gonna say I don't regret anything. Um, do I feel like we invest a lot of money into a dream, a vision that we're begging people to support because that we're looking for that support? That's all I can say is that we went into our own pockets and we sold everything we had and we're taking a huge risk. As a matter of fact, a lot of my family and friends, I have a clinic back home and my doctor partners, they're like, what are you nuts? At least go vegetarian. I'm like, no, I'm not vegetarian because you're taking a huge risk. There's only 1% of veganism in the world. Everyone's against it. I'm like, I'm not asking for your opinion. And we're struggling. We're struggling, but we're happy. We're not going to change who we are. We're selling out, go big or go home. This is our hurrah that we do know what we're doing now. We are on the right path. We have a new team. We have seven beautiful women all around the world that have joined my team in veganism, in bringing Mother Earth out to explode and show who we are. So I've been very blessed. And just recently, Aisha and I met a month ago. My Bulgaria girl, we met 2 years ago at Mother Earth. My LA girl, I met at the Vegan Summit. She's now my new vegan chef coming up. So everybody has a story. One guy we have, and he lost his business, he died, he came back, and now he's going to be my manager for the food truck. So everything's coming to a connection. You have to disconnect to reconnect. So we disconnected for quite a while, and now we're reconnecting again to what's supposed to be. I have a saying, whatever's meant to be already is. We just have to figure it out.
Yeah, absolutely. But I also love that you've made the property available to private events as well, because I think that's really super important too, as people are looking to have a maybe like a wedding or something that's a little bit different than what we see, the usual, just a catering hall or whatever, they
Yeah,
could really come and have the wedding of their dreams. So, being able to rent out a space like yours, this
yes.
beautiful facility, I mean, it could be a really magical, occasion. So, talk to me a little bit about what these private events look like at the property and what people can
That,
expect.
that is what we're asking help for because we have built this beautiful hidden away in the oasis of the mountains of Costa Rica. We have ocean view, on the third floor, yoga, the whole thing. We've already done 10 events, mixture of weddings, anniversaries, honeymooners, private parties for businesses. There's nothing we haven't done here. It's just on a higher volume we'd like to do it because this is a beautiful space to not use it for the proper reasons, bringing people together. Reunions, family reunions. My God, this is a place where people can heal and share. And we do a sound journey, sound baths, meditation. We do cacao ceremonies, everything that you need to get centered and connected with each other. And of course, great meals. I can't forget the restaurant. We have the best food in town. I think we have the best food in the world. I've had chefs from
I second
everywhere.
that.
Yeah, I've had chefs from everywhere. No one has a menu like we have. I created it at first. And of course, I brought other chefs on board to mix with me. And we just have an amazing, I created vegan bacon out of oyster mushrooms. And it tastes just like bacon. Philadelphia cheesesteak out of oyster mushrooms and portobello. I can go on the list, crab cakes that taste like crab cakes to me. I mean, I'm vegan, so I don't know. I've never had a crab cake, but to a regular person, which I do cater to, says to me, Karen, oh my God, this is beautiful. It tastes just like a crab cake. Have you ever thought about bringing it to Maryland and being the first vegan crab cake? I'm like, no, I haven't, but thank you. Do you work for them? But we have so many amazing opportunities. And I think every vegan's a foodie, yes or no, right? We're all
Yeah.
food, love good food because we gave up a lot, but we didn't. All we gave up was all the garbage that we were ingesting to live a longer and a cleaner life and to save animals and beings and Mother Earth, to save the world from the things, the damages that we're doing with all these industries contaminating the oceans and it's just, I don't even want to go on there. That's another subject.
Yeah.
But by being natural, by being healthy, by eating from the ground, you're doing so much good just by doing you. Start with you, the rest will happen. That's my message for the day.
Yeah, I'm really glad you mentioned the menu because I will tell you, I had been looking at the menu, which is on your website, and everything looks so delicious. I was like, oh God, I wish this was a little bit closer because I would go over there for lunch or dinner. So you did say that you're working with a specific chef, correct?
No, I have a new chef coming on board. She is from LA. I met her at the Vegan Summit, and I won't tell you who she is yet. And her and I are be collaborating. She does also wedding venues and so on. And I also have a big person from the Vegan Summit that is merging with me as well. So we're going to bring all these women together and to rock and roll this town and to really show them how this is supposed to be. So you're going to see us more, hear of us more. So we were quiet at first because we were like babies. We were just walking, crawling, walking. We really didn't know what we were doing. We just wanted to help the world, change the world. And we were changing ourselves. We weren't ready, but we're ready now.
And we really believe in it. We really do believe. I mean, words don't really describe the experience. Stephanie, there's so much soul and so much love and passion, and the credit really goes to Momma Aya. She's put so much into it. Like you feel it when you come here. And initially, I just came for a couple of days, and it was so much of just a place so peaceful in the sense that growing up in Canada and me working in Dubai for the last 4 years, it was always go, go, go and very fast paced. And coming to a place where nature is preserved and you're right by the ocean and you're using all locally sourced organic products and sustainable materials. For example, like, when you're washing your hair, it's banana conditioner, straight with no extra stuff in the bottle. It's just organic fruits or flowers, that are in these bath products or, just all around the hotel, you see these elements and it's very, very conscious, right? So now you have an environment that will enable, as Momma Aya said, mind, body, spirit connection, right? Mentally, physically, spiritually. You have a place where you can, go to the rooftop and you see all these mountains and birds. and colorful butterflies that you've never seen anywhere. Like I've seen all colors and like different patterns, and it's just so it really gets you to kind of step back and see things from a higher perspective. And that in effect helps you to ascend and live a more conscious and a lifestyle in line with wellness and energetically aligned as well.
Yeah, that makes total sense. And, I know a lot of times people almost need let's say, they need to have the vision described to them before they are willing to experience or maybe understand what the experience is. So just take me through what would be a typical day if I were to come and visit you tomorrow. What would my day look like from the moment I wake up?
Okay. The first thing I want to bring back is I got lost in the beauty of the world. The first thing that people want to hear, because they do like luxury, we are a luxury high-end boutique hotel,
Yeah.
but we're also minimalistic, down to earth with the high-end foods. But like I said, everything is beautiful. The sheets that we have on there, 550 count sheets, organic cotton. We have a cover on the mattress, which to every woman out there is very important, that we don't want to sleep in someone's sweat. So I did do that. I did the extra expense during the pandemic. So I'm a germ freak. So that's a good thing for you ladies. I'm a germ freak. So everything is clean. And the design of the room, the high ceilings, the rounded windows, the beautiful opera curtains, just everything there that you wake up to. It's like, wow. And people that actually make it here don't want to leave. And that's the beauty that I get back. It might be a handful, it might be 5, it might be 10, it might be full. It doesn't matter, because every being out there shares their experience with me, makes me hang on a little longer. And then you have the patio, the porch, what do you call it? The porch, the balcony, that is also lush with greens, and you have your custom made chairs, and we imported from Brazil, custom made hammocks. You can lay there and read a book or sleep. So that's just your room. The people don't want to leave the room. Now you leave the room and you come into Mother Earth. The restaurant, the foods, the cooking, all the naturalness, the saltwater pool, the bar, your mojitos, vegan, all vegan, whether it's a virgin or non-virgin, you have choices. So we take care of people. We cater to them. We make you feel home away from home.
And then we have, if you want to, like everything is very, very accessible. So right down the hill, you have the beach, Tamarindo Beach. We have a golf cart that will take you to and from. So everything is really, in a very, very prime location.
Yeah, if you want the city life, you've got the city life. If you want to get away from everybody, like your honeymooners, they can stay up here and they hang out by the pool. So you have a variety of everything.
Yeah.
Like I used to love partying every night. I don't like noise now. So I like to be up here hiding from everyone. Where if I want to go out dancing, let's go girls, we'll go out dancing. And it's just a hop, skip and jump away.
Yep, you have the options.
Yeah. So we do have a beachfront that we added to our menu. And whether we build something on it, an extension of Mother Earth, because our biggest competition is beachfront properties. People stay on the beach. So I'm like, okay, so we've been blessed to buy a beachfront property. So maybe future-wise, we might be hearing of building something on the beach. Maybe not. We'll see. We'll see what life awaits us, But people have told me over and over, they like being away from the congestion. They like being away from the noise, because you do have a young venue downhill, where it's just loud and music. That's what they do. Tamarind has become a eco-friendly, luxurious, off the mountains, and it also has the party too. Beautiful clubs, oasis. To every genre you want out there, and they have it. So, and you have the best foods, vegans, non-vegans. It's a plethora of everything there. So it's a very welcoming place. I love Tamarindo. Somebody asked me if I sold Mother Earth tomorrow, would I leave Costa Rica? Never. I knew I'd retire here. I came here 40 years ago, pregnant with my son. My son is the artist on the wall, by the way. When you look at the pictures, that is my son, Nicholas. And it's just beautiful. Everything you see is just breathtaking.
Yeah, so tell me, what would be the one thing that I would get at Mother Earth that I would get nowhere else in the world?
My burger.
The mama burger.
My Momma Aya's burger.
And you'd be ever so lucky.
And if you're lucky to have it, yeah. It took me 7 years. And my Momma Aya's cacao cookies, which are, I had a cookie company looking at me 4 years ago, and he's from England, from Europe. And my lawyer, entertainment lawyer, forced me to see him. And the man calls me and says, nope, can't sell your cookie. And what are you talking about? It's 5 ingredients. What do you mean you can't sell it? No one has this, not even Whole Foods. So I saw myself in the refrigerated section, and he literally really said to me, unless I can hold it in the air and wait and swing it around, I can't sell your cookie. A bakery, you buy a piece of bread, you take it outside, the air hits it, it becomes hard to knock someone out. Why are you talking about my cookie that way? But we're vegan, so of course they're going to be more biased with us. So anyway, so I spent 7 years also creating the perfect cookie. And lo and behold, my Mother Earth, Momma Aya's cacao cookie was born in Costa Rica. And the difference was I was using an electric oven, not a gas oven. And I changed a couple of methods. And now you can take my cookie and you can throw it like a Frisbee, and it's still soft and tender in your mouth, and it's beautiful.
Oh, it's the most delicious cookie.
Yeah,
and no sugar, no gluten.
Yeah, I'm known for my
Wow.
cookie. My cookies,
It
now
is
I'm known
just
for my burgers.
delicious.
So we're bringing it out. I think I love to feed people good food. I've been like that for the last, since I'm 35 years old. I was not a chef young. My first meal was a Betty Crocker, what is that?
Cake?
No, Betty Crocker cake. And I was making, I had a nanny, a chef, baker family. And my first food was, what do you call that? The noodles and the meat.
Oh, ramen?
No, a hamburger helper.
Oh,
Every American knows hamburger helper. That was my first meal. That should be in your statement. Mama Earth went from hamburger helper to Betty Crocker's cookies or Pillsbury Doughboys to now look what we have now. It's been a blessing. And the food that you eat here heals your body.
Yeah.
That's the beauty behind it.
It's
not
light.
only, it's not, yes, it's not only delicious and nourishing, but it's actually a healing element.
Yep.
I followed a lot of natural doctors around the world that healed me. So I implemented their programs into mine. So that's my little secret too. So I'll tell you about it in person.
That's so important that, you can have this beautiful, decadent, delicious experience and it can still be completely healthy. And, that's really what I want people to understand with this, that, we have choices, especially as consumers. We can be conscious about everything we do during our day, everything we consume, and every business that we support, like Mother Earth, because, of course, we still need the support of the consumers in order for you to be successful so you can continue. And that was part of, my reason for inviting you on the podcast, because I wanted to make sure that we really were able to get the message out, because I know once I became aware of Mother Earth, I just couldn't wait to put it on my travel calendar, because I was like, oh, this is what I've been looking for. I've had so many experiences in the last couple of years of people inviting me on trips, and I turn it down. I'm like, they're not, it's not going to be anything I can eat there. It's not going to be stuff I want to do. Like, I would be invited on stuff and like, oh, and then we're going to go on this, let's just say, we're going to go swim with the dolphins. And I'm like, I don't want to do that, because I don't think that's right that you would, put dolphins through that. So there's so many things I've had to say no to. And when I saw Mother Earth, everything just became a yes, 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 yes. And I'm sure I'm not the only one. So with that said, thank you so much for joining me on this podcast. But before we go, please tell everyone listening how they can find you online and how they can book an experience at Mother Earth.
Well, just go directly to vegan, VEGAN, hotel.com. And the rest is easy. You'll see the website, you'll see the videos, you'll see us. We have a 360 on there too, that you can actually walk around the rooms. It's very cool. So they can call directly through here. You want my number? They can call directly. 506-8791-8402. And Aya will personally take care of you. Momma Aya.
Fantastic, Momma Aya. I hope to meet you sometime soon. Again, thank you so much for being on the podcast. And I can't wait to hear from everyone's amazing experiences after they come and visit you. Because like I said, I can quickly see you becoming a destination choice for this holiday season. Again, it was very important for me to make sure that people knew you existed so that they had that choice to make. So thank you again. And I can't wait to meet you in person.
Well, you will next week. Thank you, Stephanie. We're waiting for you to come here. You have an open invitation. Thank you.
Thanks for listening to the Wow Party Podcast. If you're an entrepreneur or professional who would like to be on this podcast, please visit boomtownmarketing.com and click on podcast. We believe that every business has the potential to change the world for good, and we want to support our community to help make the world more ethical, compassionate, and sustainable for all future generations to come. And if you're looking to build your business, no matter what level you're at now, request your free marketing consultation. at boomtownmarketing.com and click Get Started.